Okay, y'all. Let me see what's going on. All right. I had to restart my computer. Brian, share your screen.
I was able to share my screen with everyone. How do I give you back the admin controls?
Let's see. I may not even need them back. Let me just see if I can just try sharing right here. Can y'all see my screen right now? It's a Zoom.
Yes.
Yes, we're good.
Yes.
Oh, praise the Lord. Okay, we're good to go, y'all. All right, back in business. I appreciate you being flexible, proving that I am human and life happens. All right, participants, we're trying to get in here, so let me get working on that. I'm gonna stop my share for just a minute now that we know it's working. Let me get some of these chats taken care of. Normal technology, Kyle, you're dang right, normal technology. Okay, I think we've got everyone in here. Sorry, I had some agents texting me.
I'm in, Clark. If you're texting me, I'm in.
Oh, okay, perfect. I just
Yep.
texted you. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, we've got everybody in here then. Okay, so we are good to go. We love it. We love it. All right, I really do appreciate y'all being flexible on the on that life happening. So it goes, right? All right, now we're gonna share my screen. You should see Google Chrome. 3, 2, 1. Do we see Google Chrome? Do we see the cloud? Keller? Yes. Oh, we love those head nods. Praise the Lord. All right, great, great, great. See, we got a chat here. All right, perfect, perfect. I appreciate y'all being flexible. Thank you very much. We will trim down a lot of this recording because the first half is me chatting with me. So, all right. So again, today we are going to be going over Facebook ads over here in KW Command over here in the campaign section on the left side of the page. Okay, y'all. I'm going to go through this as slowly as I can. Feel free to just ask questions as you have them, and don't be afraid to interrupt or put anything in the chat, anything like that. Okay. So here on the campaign side of things, when you click on campaigns, you're going to see all these different options up here on the top middle of your screen. You've got dashboard, paid ads, emails, direct mail, and social posts. Today, we are solely going to focus on paid ads, excuse me, so that we can work in Facebook. It also has Instagram integration, and I believe Twitter as well. Emails and direct mail and social posts we went over in the campaigns class I taught at least a month ago. So if you want to go and watch that class, that is on the Office YouTube channel, KW Central 75 on YouTube. And you can find that campaigns class if you want to learn more about those other 3 options in there, okay? So today we're going to be starting our own campaign. So up here on the top right of the screen, we're going to click this tealish blue button. And when we do that, you have your 5 options here to select what we're going to be doing today. You could do a Google search ad, but today we are just going to be doing the Facebook paid ad. You can see under this paid and paid. The rest of these are all free, okay? So today we're just gonna be doing a social ad. And when we click on that, we've got the option to put in the campaign name here, desire the goal here, and then we've got our 3 social media platforms we can run these ads on: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We usually run Facebook and Instagram hand in hand when we do ads on our team, just because we want to hit different demographics, you know, for the same listing. You know, we may have some people that are in their early 30s on Instagram that may love this house just as much as someone in their late 50s on Facebook. You know, you never know. So it's good to differentiate with what outlets you're using, because there's very much a demographic shift of people that use Facebook, and then people that use Instagram for their primary, and then people that use Twitter, and now TikTok, and, you know, going all the way down to the younger generations with all that type of stuff with Snapchat. So today we're just going to be starting out here. So entering the campaign name, I'm just going to call this for the property what it is: 5036 Heritage Oaks Drive. And for this one, I'm just going to select advertise listing. Now, you may have questions about which one should I select, because technically I could be trying to attract buyers. That could be an other. Or right here, I'm sorry, attract buyers, and that could go hand in hand with a listing. You know, you could be trying to get buyers, or you could just be advertising a listing, or you could be advertising multiple. There are a lot of different options in here that kind of like a Venn diagram overlap each other. The Facebook groups KW Command and Command Your Conversion are the best resources for agent to agent interaction with KW agents across the US, because that's where a lot of the top agents that are annihilating it in their business and getting all these leads and getting a lot of leads for low cost. You can, you know, answer and ask questions in there. People are very willing to help you out with that. So today we're just going to leave it as advertised listing. And we're just going to select Facebook, and we'll select Instagram as well for today. Okay. We click Setup Campaign at the bottom right of that screen. Automatically pulled in that. All right. And now, because I'm on a team, this is something, if you are trying to do a test here and advertising a listing that is not yours, right here is very important. You're going to need to click on the top right of the screen, right under the search button. Instead of only my listings, click all listings. Because in our team, the one I'm going to be doing today is not in my name, it's my teammates. Bam. All right, so you saw there, it pulled up the first MLS picture and that selected it as our automatic one. We can go through and select different photo if we want. We can also attach multiple. So now here we're in the editing portion of the campaign itself as we're setting it up, okay? You can see over here on the right side of the page, you can view it as a web feed for the Facebook preview, or you can see the mobile. This is what it'll look like on a phone screen. You can also see Instagram ad on their on someone's feed, on their story as well. Here's the story option as well, if they saw it in the story there, okay? So we're just going to see the Facebook web feed today. You can see in here, we can click on this. You can see the campaign name and our goal, and we can change that at any time if we want to. Click save on that. You can also change the listing in here if you had put in the wrong one. And now for the ad text, here's where things get fun. So right here on the top, the main copy right here, right under, your team name and then the photo in between those two. This automatically just pulls in the property description from the MLS. Right here, I want you to notice it says recommended 125 characters or less. Main copy will appear in all placements. Well, I'm already at 215 characters right there, and it allows for 250, but the overarching idea with Facebook ads is less is more. You want to give the consumer just enough, kind of dangle the carrot that they'll want to click on the thing and give you the option. Let's see, Greg asked about hitting the attract listings button by advertising. Greg, you can feel free to unmute yourself just so I know what you're asking here. In terms of hitting the attract listings button, it really just, there's a lot of different options, and we're still as agents figuring out what the best options are to click on. For Greg's question was up here on the goal for the ad, knowing which one would be best to click on. Really, it's kind of a trial and error thing right now. I'm not going to sit here and claim that I know what the best one is, because as agents, we're still figuring that out. And it's going to improve. So there's not really a hard answer on that right now. But that's why I wanted to mention those Facebook groups for you, where you can post in there. You don't even have to run an ad and spend your own money yet. If you just want to post in there and see if somebody has, or maybe piggyback on an already existing thread, you can search in Facebook groups like keywords as well. So that might be a good option just to start, because like I said, all of these, it's kind of all over the place right now. Some people are getting leads for $70 a click, or 70 cents a click, not dollars, 70 cents a click. And others, are spending $1.50 and they're not understanding why. So it's really kind of just trial and error. And so you can take resources from the agents that are really successful with that. Yes, sir. Of course, of course. So back down here on the ad text, and thank you for letting me know. Yes, our admin misspelled beautiful on there. I'll make sure to let them know that on the MLS that we got beautiful misspell. But on this, like I said, less is more. You don't want to give too much information where they feel that they could just go on Zillow and search for themselves. That you want to make it as easy for them to just go down, click learn more, and go ahead and give you their lead info. So here on the main copy, I'm just going to keep this real nice and simple. I'm going to say seller relocating this Colleyville gym, 4 beds, 3 baths, and the kitchen is to die for. Now I'm dangling the carrot with that last part right here. The kitchen is to die for. I'm not going to include a photo of the kitchen, and that may irritate them a little bit, but that's part of the reason I want them to click on the ad and click learn more. Okay. So honestly, I would keep it as simple as possible on here. 2 lines max, I would say. See, that's 97 characters right there. You could keep going up to the 125 mark, and that's 125 characters right there. That's what it would look like on your end of just, almost 2 full lines of text. So that would be my recommendation for y'all when you are doing this. That is something that I have taken from those Facebook groups. For the headline, I'm just going to put in here, want more information, ? And then on the description here, you can use a suggestion. So we can click that and you can see, you could be coming home to this. So you can, so it applied right there. So that was just one of their options. You can also shuffle through your suggestions. You can see different try this options as well here in the gray. You'll see that, click shuffle. That's a new feature that was not active last time we did a campaigns class together. So if you're having a hard time figuring those things out for your verbiage, you can go through a few different variations here to give you an idea. I'm just going to put in here though, for pricing, square footage, and to arrange a private showing, please click the learn more button. So see, logically flowing down the ad here, we'll have the Facebook page right up here, which I'm not sure why it hasn't pulled in yet. It might be because I just switched offices earlier this week. My command may be having a little issue with that. But we've got right here the main copy, seller relocating. This Colleyville gem features 4 beds, 3 baths, and the kitchen is to die for. Just enough information, in my opinion, to make them want to dangle the carrot, or to dangle the carrot and make them want to click on the ad. And then for the headline right here, want more information. And then you can also select what this button right here says, right here where it says learn more. There's a couple different selections that you can choose for that. And also right here, I want to make sure y'all see this. A text cannot contain misleading content that implies personal attributes, adult, or political content. So basically, nothing political and nothing inappropriate on ads. We're running Facebook ads here for business. Shouldn't be an issue for any of us. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Save Ad Text right here. Feel free to unmute or put in the chat. Do we have any questions at this moment? I know this seems pretty easy and self-explanatory, and it is because they've done a great job of building this out for us. But do we have any questions right now as I'm going? I can slow down a little bit if needed.
When you click the learn more button, where does it go?
We're going to get to that in just a moment.
Okay.
So that's going to be down here in the Facebook and Instagram ads part. So we'll get there in just a moment. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I'll keep on moving here. I'll keep trucking. So one thing I had mentioned to y'all when we were, I taught a class on virtual open houses and virtual tours and creating those. And one idea I had mentioned to y'all is you do have this ability here to add a video to your Facebook ad. That's really a catch-22, and that's up to you if you want to do that. Given what I know now and I understand more about Facebook ads in the past month or so, just, we've had nothing but really time to dive into command, in this time. And that's what I've been doing a lot of, researching, new things so I can be providing value to y'all. In my opinion now, I would say that doing a video for it actually might not be the best option because someone may watch a video and see one item that is a deal breaker for them in the video that it's going to be different for every single consumer. But they may see something in that makes them completely get turned off and decide, nope, I don't even want to click. I don't want to give them my info. So you may actually end up kind of stepping on your own toes there, so to speak, if you show too much in of it, being a video, because it's going to have a lot of different frames than just a single one right here. So that's just kind of my opinion now. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing a video. But as of, that may change. My opinion on that may change. But with the kind of the less is more mentality here, I think a video would be actually a little bit more detrimental to you. Now, if you wanted to include a few options here, I said earlier, I'm not going to include a picture of the kitchen. What if I did change my mind? I can click add more right here, and we can see all the MLS photos. And so let's say I change my mind. I do want to include also a picture of that kitchen that I talked about. Crop that right there. Save image. And so now you can see over here for the ad, there's going to be 2 photos as well. It's going to have the same text on both, but it's going to also have the 2 photos. I'm going to leave it as 1 for this one. And you can see I'm clicking on the 3 dots right here to crop, change, or delete the image. I'm just going to delete it. So I just wanted to kind of go back and talk about that for a moment because I did recommend to y'all that you could use a video and you do have that option. I'm just saying it may not be the best to go for when you're trying to show the least amount while also piquing their interest as a consumer. For the uploaded file here, this updated automatically for me for my DBA logo. If your DBA logo is not popping up here on its own, number one, I just want to make sure I'm saying this, always use Google Chrome for command. If you are not, that has been the fixer on a lot of opportunities issues, commissions tab issues, the new green sheet, getting y'all paid. That's been a big issue is people using Safari or Firefox. So I recommend using Chrome, just to say it rather than not. You can also include your ownership statement. The logo is going to be here no matter what. You can see right there. The logo is going to be down here no matter what, and you can select if it's going to be on the left side of the image or the right. And then it says courtesy of Keller Williams, listed by Stacy Carpenter, who is my team agent. So you cannot change that. It's going to show on the ad if it's listed by somebody else. You can't really, I'm going to try to zoom in here. Can y'all see that? Courtesy of Keller Williams Realty, listed by Stacy Carpenter, North Texas Real Estate, and then the Netris ID on the MLS. So if you even are going to play with this, I would play with it, but don't go ahead and publish the ad necessarily. If you're going to actually publish an ad and spend money, use it for one of your listings, or use it to attract buyers, or use it to promote a virtual open house that you're doing, even that if that's not one of your listings. You could create a Facebook event page and then drive traffic, to that if you wanted. So anyway, you can also include your ownership statement here. Each office is independently owned and operated. That just gets included over here with the right there under the listed by information as well. So wouldn't be a bad thing to include that in here. It's an option to include it right now, but then it's required once you click that. So I recommend putting that on there. It wouldn't hurt you in any means, since you're already going to have the listed by and the logo on here no matter what. Wouldn't hurt you to disclose. So I'm going to hit save ad media here. So we finished the name, the listing, the text, and the media. Now we're going to get down to your question about where we're going to be going from here. So Facebook and Instagram ads. If we were just doing Facebook, it would just say Facebook ad. So you can select the account right here, and then the page as well. This is our team page. It's linked through my Facebook. I've already done that. So you would need to make sure your business page that you're doing this ad through is connected to your personal already, that you've already created that. So I'm selecting the page, and you see immediately now it transferred to our Mundy Group logo, Mundy Group Keller Williams Realty DFW. So all of that's in there. And then for someone have a question?
Yeah. Facebook login.
Say it again. It was hard to hear you. Say again.
Looking at, I clicked on that button and a Facebook lead ad terms popped up. Is that something
clicked
I
on
need to
what?
work on later?
Where did you click, Chris? Or are you
Yeah,
making an ad, or are you looking at an ad that you're seeing on your own Facebook feed?
Yeah, I played along with you, and
Okay.
I hit the button, and now I've got lead ad terms, and I'm on a Facebook page.
Okay, you keep cutting out. I'm not sure what's up, so we'll connect offline after this and see what's up. Okay, it's kind of
Fair enough.
your thing keeps cutting out.
Fair enough.
So all right, sounds good, Chris. So let me just make sure. Let's see, Sarah asked, how did you put the courtesy of? Let's see, that was 2 minutes ago. Sarah, where is that, just so I know? Oh, you're asking about the courtesy of that pulled in automatically, Sarah, to answer your question. This part right here, this is going to happen for every listing, anytime you pick any listing. So see, this one says listed by Stacy Carpenter, because that is the listing agent on our team. If I went up here and click change listing, and hang on, it's going to do it for whatever listing this is. I'll type in 123 Main, or here, this one in Florida. Okay, we're going to run an ad on this one in Florida. Okay, the ad media would update if we did. Let's see
Okay,
now.
I got it. Yep. If it
Yep,
does,
listed by Powerhouse Group and the Emerald Coast. So it just pulls it in automatically from the MLS and displays that text based on the listing. So those are connected. Nothing you need to write in yourself. It just automatically does it. Okay.
perfect. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see what the issue is. Thinking a little long there. All right. So now back to business down here. So again, we're on Facebook and Instagram ads. It would also include Twitter if you had selected Twitter for your ad as well. For the Instagram ad position, you have the option of selecting either it's going to be an Instagram ad, meaning it is on the feed. So if you have the Instagram app and you are scrolling through all the photos on your news feed or your social feed, that's where that one would pop up for an Instagram ad. Okay, for an Instagram story, that would be if people are clicking through stories. Millennials typically, the younger generation are the ones that are flying through stories and watching every single story every single day from all their friends. Me personally, I don't really care for stories. I don't care to even do them myself. It's just a personal thing. I can't really justify putting in a bunch of effort to something that's going to be gone in 24 hours and not there for the time being. So I would probably recommend for y'all running it on an Instagram ad if you're trying to just pick one that may have some more success. But I could be completely wrong, and a story may be great. That's just kind of my logical brain thinking there, just based on my experience as well. An Instagram ad on the feed is going to be better than a story for you. And then for the destination here, to go back to that question from earlier, you can either select it to be a Facebook lead generation form, or you can create your own landing page, or either a dedicated landing page or a page of your site if you wanted it to go there as well. And if we had done landing page or site, you could just click choose site and it'll show all of my pages right here. So you see what I did? It had Facebook lead form selected. I went over here and clicked use a site or landing page. And then down here, the blue choose site button, and it pulled up all of the pages that are associated in my different things. So landing pages, I made this landing page the last time I did the campaigns class, so I could have the lead go to there, or I could go to anywhere on my website. But I'm going to actually click use a Facebook lead generation form. The reason for that is a Facebook lead generation form will automatically, when a consumer clicks on the learn more button and the option pops up to write in their contact info, it's going to autofill the name, phone number, and email that are associated with their Facebook account, whatever they signed up with and connected with those. And assuming that information is the same they were going to provide you, using the Facebook lead gen form makes it that much easier to go ahead and get their contact info, because they don't have to think about typing it in and decide. They don't have to decide if they want to give it to you. It's just already pulled in there. Now you can use a site or landing page if you have a good reason for wanting to drive it there, but just, on a general sense, that's something to keep in mind, that the Facebook one is the only one that will autofill. It's just something that Facebook is able to do that I'm not sure if Command can with our sites or not. I would honestly think not, because if it's not connected to Facebook on where the destination is going to be after they click, then that's probably why that's not happening. Anyway, we also have right here, you can choose what your call to action label is. I had selected learn more. You can also do sign up or apply now as well. So see right down here, changes it to sign up right there, or apply now, or learn more. I like learn more personally. And then your follow-up destination URL, it says right here, after viewers submit the Facebook lead form, you can direct them to a website or landing page. So what I'm going to recommend to y'all is use the Facebook lead gen form, but then send them to wherever you need to go. So if that's your team page, if that's, I would recommend probably making a landing page for the listing, which is not difficult at all. It's very simple, just like how this is easy and clean put together, really user-friendly here on the Command side of things. It's not difficult to put together a good looking landing page. It's just drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop, just like we're doing here, add text, add media here and there. And you could make a really cool landing page, I'd say probably in under 30 minutes, maybe an hour max if you're not used to playing around in landing pages. But you can make something that looks nice and then just choose that as the destination. And ideally that would have all the information in there. I did create one of those when we did the class on campaigns. I'm pretty sure it is in one of my classes that's on the YouTube channel. I did go over that and showed y'all how to create a landing page. So if you wanted to go ahead and go about it that way, or you could just send them, if you maybe have, our listings page on your website for you or your team, you could just make a new place on your website as well to do that for the destination URL. So for me, I'm just going to have it for today. I'm just going to have it go to my agent site homepage. let's see, the URL is down at the moment. We suggest you save it as a draft and try later or provide a different URL. Let's see if we have the www. Does that work? No. Okay. Well, we'll see as we get a little closer here. Let's see. That may just be. I know our website is not down. It's working fine. But anyway, I'll fix that in a moment. We'll get back to that. Oh, also, let's see. I'm going to make sure. Let me edit this text again up here for y'all so everything reflects correctly based on what we've been doing. Do we have any questions as of now while I'm typing this?
I think Greg just had a question about how to do his personal Facebook account to his business account, and then how to send it to Instagram, which Instagram was with it a second
Oh,
ago.
let's see. Is that in the chat? Oh, okay. Let's see. Where is it that you add your specific Facebook account when you place ads on Facebook? It automatically goes to Instagram. Greg, feel free to unmute yourself and you can just ask me verbally, just so I make sure that I'm understanding your question.
Okay, yeah, those are kind of two different things that
Okay.
got jumbled up there. But anyway, where you add your Facebook account, where it shows up here, where I'm wondering where it is that you do that.
Are you talking about right here on the screen where it says account?
Yeah,
and
right there
page?
to the right. Yeah, right there.
Okay. So the account was already selected in
on
here.
page. How you get it?
How do you get your Facebook account connected into Command? Is that your question?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to save this screen right here. I'm just going to open a new tab. I'm going to go back into Command real quick. And you're just going to need to link your Facebook account in your settings. So up here on the top right, Greg, click on that and click Settings, okay? On your top right.
Okay.
And once we do that, you can scroll down and you'll be able to connect your personal Facebook account. Once that's done, your business page is already linked to your personal. Facebook knows that. See right here, I've got it for post scheduling. So you can add it in there. And then let me see, I think there's one more right here, Facebook Ads Manager as well. Okay, you see that? So you're gonna just need to connect your account. It would say connect account for you. I've already added mine.
All right, so you need to do it in 2 places.
Yes, because the Ads Manager is what we're doing. That's for paid ads. But then the one up here for post scheduling, that's for just if you made a graphic that you want posted at 9 a.m. on Monday that you don't have to think about, you can schedule your Facebook post that way as well.
Okay.
You can do that for that and Twitter. So that's how you connect your account to answer your question.
And the other comment was like whenever you place an ad on Facebook just by yourself, there's a little button you click where it automatically goes to Instagram.
Yes.
But so it doesn't do that on here, right?
You mean when you click, I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, you have to
When it
pay.
goes to
You
Instagram.
have to pay more with this deal.
Let's see. We'll go to duration and budget right here. I'll skip ahead just to show you. So you can choose, let's see. So you see right here at the bottom of the screen, it says distribute evenly across channels. Two selected. Our 2 selected channels were Facebook and Instagram when we started this ad, when we started clicking initially. It would just say, it wouldn't even have this here if we had only selected one app of Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or it would say 3 if we had selected all 3. But you can decide here, okay, the daily per channel, you can change it in here. You can change your duration as well. So it's going to mirror it or it's not. If you uncheck that box right there, then you can select how many, what your budget is, for the day. So see if our total campaign budget is $30 total. Daily, that's going to be $1.50 for 15 here and 15 here. Or you could go heavy on Facebook, to 25 and then only 5 here. And so your budget, all the numbers are reflecting and changing here. So you can decide how much of the ad you want it to focus more on Facebook or more on Instagram or evenly distribute. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Yeah, thanks.
All right, yes, sir. So to finish up this page real quick, I'm not sure what the issue is there. And then for the ad targeting, this is really cool, okay? So you can just leave it as this, as the location of Colleyville, Texas, and then do a 20-mile radius. Or if you toggle custom settings right here, I would literally put in, let's see if we can put in the property address here. Can't remember if we can do a specific. Nope, yep, so it's just gonna do by the city, okay, right here. And then you can select your radius. But even cooler than that, you can add in interests or anything like that. So anybody that is interested in, you know, you could just even put in real estate just to make it super, super massive. You know, real estate investing. Okay. You know, people that are interested in Zillow, great thing to add. You definitely want to piggyback off of these big names that a consumer might click on. You know, think of where are we kind of at war right now as agents with trying to get the consumers to come over to us, and who's in the way? Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, things like that. Try to think in the mind of a consumer what they would be looking at and looking for. You know, Realtor.com and Pro, okay? And let's add Trulia as well. You could go through and add a bunch of different things, okay? Like if you had a listing in San Antonio near an Air Force base, you would target military people probably. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, you can add all these interests in here. It'll tell you the estimated audience for each of the interests. So that's 93 million people are interested in real estate investing. 9 million are interested in Realtor.com. 284,000 Realtor.com Pro. So you can see right here, ooh, I selected Realtor.com Pro. My audience is way smaller than just plain Realtor.com. Maybe I don't want to do that. Just hit the X. You can delete the interest. So you can you can kind of do some research while you're creating the ad, which is cool. So let's say all of our interests were good. We had our radius down. Maybe we wanted to go down to a 15-mile radius. The bigger the radius, the thinner the targeting is going to be. Does that make sense? The shorter the radius, the more pops you're going to get in the closer area. So we can click Save Facebook and Instagram ads. Okay, so here it's still giving me a little grief here about my team page. So let's see if I can just click another page on. Okay, so that one worked. Not sure what the issue is here for my team page. It says the URL provided appears to be down at the moment. We suggest let's save it as a draft and try again. All right, I'm going to do that real fast. So let's just see.
Hey, Clark, sorry to
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that to
Yes. What's up?
So if you go back to locations, oop, I'm sorry, you're
Nope, you're good. I'm getting there anyway. I just was basically refreshing this.
So I'm commercial, so
Okay.
I'm commercial only. But if I do, so in locations, Dallas is such a big area, but I do
Yes.
industrial flex space, which is Garland, Richardson, you know, several cities. Could you add locations, or is it just one location with the mile radius?
Let's see. That is a great question. I believe it's only the one. So I guess in theory, it would be, you'd be duplicating your work here, because what you can do, let me go back and show y'all real quick. I'm going to save this as a draft again. If you're trying to okay, we're getting error codes now because I'm, Command is mad at me. One sec, let me just back up because I already saved it as a draft. Okay, so you have this option here on the right side of the screen. If you see this, Kimberly,
Yes.
click on those 3 dots, and then I can duplicate a campaign. So I think the best way to do this would be to target each city individually and say you were going to spend $30 total on the ad, do $10 on each of these ads. That would kind of be my idea for you to be able to specifically target, because then it'll kind of be like a Venn diagram of all 3 of your ads kind of overlapping. You're probably going to get some overlap on at least consumer coverage and the audience it's targeting, because those cities will kind of overlap at some point, you know, just on a map. So yeah, that would kind of be my thought there that you could do.
Great idea. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, of course. So now let's see if we want to be nice. Let's see if it wants to play nice with us. We don't need a Facebook and Instagram ads again. We'll leave it as an Instagram ad. Okay, so again, I don't know what's up here with my team page. I'm not sure why it's saying that. I do not have a fix for that. That is the first I'm seeing that. So let's just say, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I have another question.
No, what's up? Go ahead.
So as you go further down and you were
Mhm.
targeting, and then can you go further down? And you got duration and budget.
Yes.
Is there, okay, great. So is there like, so I plan on doing for like podcasts, like we're doing
Okay.
a podcast for a video. Is there like, should you to get your name out there and everything, should you do like 10 each row? I mean, is there any kind of formula here with the duration and the budget that you would do that seems to be working? In other words, you don't want to just, you understand what I'm trying to ask? Is there
Yes.
a proven way to where you can really hit your audience?
Gotcha. From Marty Miller, so that's who pretty much if I've sent y'all videos that were not created by me, it was probably Marty Miller. If we've talked offline, because he's out of Houston, he creates awesome videos, and he is just a tech wizard when it comes to command and all those things. And so what he recommends is, he said, if you're starting out just on your first one, just trying it out. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not doing 10 Facebook ads a week and raking in the leads. That's just not part of my business. So for full transparency. But what Marty recommended was doing the 10 days and a $30 budget, because you're not going to be losing out on a ton of money that way. And it's enough for you to test it. And honestly, like I said earlier, I would recommend going into the Facebook groups, KW Command and Command Your Conversion, and maybe posting in there or looking for some threads and commenting on those, maybe tagging the authors of them, some questions about that. Some people in there that you see are doing a great job at their Facebook ads. That's really the most I can give you right now, Kim. I hope that's helpful. Yep. Okay.
Because I'm looking at it more of with like the informational with the podcast. So much is going on and changing with commercial. Contact me to see where it's at in the market or what's going on, by the way, with this podcast. But we only do the podcast weekly or once every 2 weeks because of the market. So the 10 days, when you post the 10 days, are they seeing it repeatedly over and over, or is
Nope.
this still going on to the audiences, wider?
Yeah, it'll keep going to the audience widely. So I mean, if someone may click, like for me, when I get Instagram ads that are not applicable to me, I will click on the ad and I will say like hide this or whatever, and then I'll select this is not relevant to me. You can select your reasoning. So if someone goes in and does that, they're not going to see your ad again, and it'll just, if someone does do that, it'll basically just pop over to the next person that it was going to target. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. So here we can select our duration here. So I'll click on this just so you can see. Right here in yellow, we recommend a 10-day budget and $1 per channel per day. Okay, you'll see that here, $1 per channel per day at the very least. Got some chats up here. Greg asked, once a landing page is created, can you copy the URL and send it to others? Do you know if the ads are more effective as opposed to doing it ourselves because KW has more impact perhaps? I don't know yet, Greg. I don't think we have enough data yet to know if running a Facebook ad through Facebook or running a Facebook ad through Command is the more efficient and optimal option. We just don't have that information yet. And then on a landing page, yes, it's a creatable link. You can copy the URL, you can send it to anybody. So not an issue at all there. So I hope that answers your question. And then Kyle said an idea, run a general ad announcing your podcasts and who, what, when, where for the 30 days. Then do a specific single ad to kind of double touch the subject for this podcast about differences of residential and commercial, et cetera, or an episode at a time, basically, with your 30-day campaign, announcing it over and over for a little bit. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kyle, to go back on Kim's idea and what she's trying to target there. So you can select here on the calendar, you can just select whatever day you want and it'll go back. So if I selected that, I can't obviously go back in time, but it changes automatically the duration to whatever it is. If I go to the 29th, okay, ending the 26th, it wouldn't work. So if we did the 24th, it could be 2 days and your ad spend is $30 total. So it goes up to 15 a day. So maybe you wanted to do shorter days with the same dollar amount, that's going to automatically update there for you. Okay. All right, and let me see, we got some more chats coming in here. Idea on the difference of creating an ad versus boosting a post. Oh, any idea on the difference of creating an ad versus boosting? Well, boosting a post is just going to hit more of your friends or more of the people that like your business page or that are friends of people that like your business page. So if you're trying to kind of think of if you've heard of Bacon numbers, like Kevin Bacon numbers, that joke about, there's everyone in the world is 7 Bacon numbers away from someone or knowing Kevin Bacon. If you don't know that, it's a whole thing I learned in college. Don't ask. But basically, to answer your question, for a boost, it's just getting out one other layer. So John likes your business page. John's friends would probably see the boosted post. Does that make sense? A Facebook ad is a completely new audience of anyone in the world. You can target them by their preferences, interests, things like that. So if you're just trying to get more people that may know your people, a boost would be good on a post you already created, maybe for a new listing or something like that, or maybe announcing an open house or some sort. And then you can go back out from there for the audience targeting. So should be greater than today. I'll select that. So again, if we distribute evenly, it's just going to do $1.50 channel per day. And that falls right in here with what they recommend. So it's a 10-day budget and it's $1.50 per day per channel. And then again, if we unselect that, we can allocate differently. And when I click save right there, that is it. That is all that we need to do. The last thing we would do is click publish campaign here at the top right of your screen, okay? Now, I've already saved as a draft. I told y'all earlier, for me, especially I started as an unlicensed admin, and as I've learned throughout the years, the MLS sometimes doesn't say, or the page will go down when I've done 3 tabs of a new listing, or things would happen. So I personally am in a habit of saving as a draft or saving as I go, just by habit now, because I've lost so many documents and wasted time. So it might be a good idea for y'all, just before you click the submit button or the publish button, just so you don't lose all your work in case your internet went down, in case something happened, click save as a draft. It's not a bad idea. And then, okay, see, of course, as I'm telling y'all to do things, we're getting command error codes. I already did save it as a draft, so I know that's not a problem. But you could click publish campaign. I'm not going to do that because I'm not actually going to run a campaign from here on this one. But what I will say, oh, 1 second, from Kyle. Besides listings to campaign and market, I think it's tough time to be salesy online. What other campaigns are working at this time? Are you talking about, you can feel free to unmute, Kyle, are you talking about paid ads or just the other ops types of campaigns inside of Command, being email, direct mail?
Really any type of online campaign, just that, I used to do hashtag starving actors selling houses, and it got to a point where, people don't like the salesy online, just some of the angle. But right now, I've seen just with my calls, texts, email, videos to people, that if it's about their family and what's going on and how you're doing, then
right.
Always ask me about real estate, and that always goes well. But right now, other than doing our listings online with Facebook ads and stuff like that, we've really slowed it down and kind of backtracked that. And that's where I was getting a third of my business was from Facebook.
Right.
But instead of doing, starving actors selling houses type videos and stuff, I've just been calling people instead. So I was just wondering what other campaigns are doing decent right now.
One, so press, if you know the McKissicks, top Jim and Linda from Denton, top profit share earners in the company, husband, wife. Funny story, I actually went to school with their son way back in the day and didn't even realize the awesomeness of who his parents were. And so we've actually connected and become buddies since then. But he posts a lot in the Command Your Conversion and KW Command groups. He does these attract buyers goals. So he'll select attract buyers, and you can search Keller Mortgage in these Facebook groups to find what he's talking about, or other people's, but they've done Keller Mortgage specific ads that have been crushing it, like ridiculous numbers. I need to do it myself. I really do. I'm speaking that out. You can hold me accountable.
I like that
Episode
idea.
on a Zoom call.
That's more
But
being force right now. And I get that. Cool.
yeah, so you're not being salesy. You're providing value by saying, hey, I've got, these options as a Keller Williams agent. It may make them want to talk to you, have a conversation more than the EXP guy, the whoever guy around the corner, around the street. And then what IR's historic lows, interest rate historic lows as well. So, that's a great ad idea there, Kyle, just for everyone here on the call or watching on YouTube. Maybe do an attract buyers ad if you don't have a listing, and make it about Keller Mortgage and about all the savings they could have. And then also maybe throw in some, if you have anything about interest rates or anything like that, make some attractive verbiage that might make someone want to click on that, because I think that's a great idea, Kyle, because I think that's a softer touch than here's a listing that I have by this house. It's, hey, when you're ready to buy, because you're tired of being in your small house that you've been in for 2 months now, or, basically hit me up. I'm ready and willing whenever you are. Keller Mortgage is here and it's only with me, whatever, something like that. I think that's a great soft touch without being salesy, pushy, give me money, even though you probably don't have a job or are furloughed right now. We don't want to be sounding like that. So an attract buyers Keller Mortgage ad would be a great idea. I haven't looked at a YouTube video on it, but I'm sure you could if you just YouTube, KW Command, Keller Mortgage Facebook ad or something like that. You could probably look something up and find that. So that's everything in its entirety here on the published campaign side. I'm actually going to log out and log into our team leads profile so that you can see, once you click submit, Once the campaign is running and or finished, then I'll show you what that looks like on the back end, okay? So let me see real quick. Oh, not settings, I'm sorry, log out. Because it is pretty cool how everything is labeled out in here. So I'm gonna go back to campaigns. And then up at the top of my screen, we're on dashboard automatically when it clicks in here. And then it'll click on paid ads. So you can see some that we've run in the past once it loads.
What is that guy's name that you watch on YouTube again?
Marty Miller. I'll pull up his. Marty Miller. He's got all these really colorful looking deals. So anyway, right here, Marty Miller, 13.6 subscribers, or 13.6 thousand. His videos in here are awesome. He's got great playlists as well. And he does these command 66-day challenges. So a lot of what I learned, at least on a basic level, and then go play with it and really, master it myself, I start here with Marty. Even I start here when I'm answering a lot of y'all's questions. So that's why I really want to push him as a resource for y'all. If it's after hours, or if I'm just haven't gotten back to your email yet, maybe look at his page and hit the search button there and see if he might have a video or two on that, because he's pretty much covered everything in command at this point. It's awesome. So now here, this is one we ran a while back we had 2 listings when we ran this that we ran for. So you can see the status here is completed. I can't remember what the verbiage is. It may say pending or in progress right here on the status when it's in the process. You can also see here for this one, everything is completed, all ads complete. So Instagram, we had his Instagram profile and his Facebook right there. You can see we ran it for 10 days from March 5th to the 15th. Let's see, his total ad spend right here on the other side was $30 total for the ad, so 15 each. And then you can see in here, your cost per impression, meaning someone just saw it on their feed and stopped. Oh, see, I started. I think my RAM is a little slow today as well. I've got too many things running on my computer right now, so I apologize for that. But you can see cost per lead clicked, cost per click. So you see these different things. So you can get a lot of great metrics in here, and you'll be able to see, so $1.07 a click. That's a little on the higher end based on some things that I've seen on other people. See, now right there, 36 cents a click, that's really great. That's actually a good, a low number. You want it to be as low as possible for you. You want to be spending the least amount of money possible to get clicks or to get lead capture. That's what lead cost per lead captured. We got 5 leads off of Facebook on this and 3 off of Instagram, okay? And we siphoned those out around the team. And so it was just easy peasy. It's really nice. The goal here was advertise listing. And then again, you can click the 3 dots. I could download a CSV file of the data from this Facebook ad. I could also duplicate it like I was showing Kim earlier. And you can archive it as well if you're done wanting to see it. So anyway, that is pretty much the meat and potatoes of everything. I really appreciate y'all, being, yes, ma'am.
I have another question. So
Yes.
when you get through and someone clicks and they submit their information, where do you go to get that information? Where do you
It comes to you, I believe, via Kelly or email. And it's also, I'll share my screen again. Once you get these leads, they should, I'm not saying will, should pop up here in your database as a lead in your lead pool. It should automatically pull them in there for you. So I've got a couple leads. I'm going to filter real quick and just show leads in my database.
Because is there a place where you can say, I want an email and then the lead pool, like both, or is it just, because you don't want people waiting. You want to see that as soon as possible. So you need to know where we're coming into.
I've gotten Kelly notifications immediately. Whoever runs the ad. So if you're on a team, there's a little bit of difficulty. So you can see lead ad, paid social media.
Okay.
All this different data here on these people. These are all leads that we got from
So do you
ads.
need to create that tag lead paid ad social media, or is that already in there? Is that a tag?
Nope, it did that automatically for us when it pulled them in as a lead. So it knew where it came from, it labeled it appropriately, and it put it in the database like that for me. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
Do we have any other questions, y'all? Sorry, I'm over here. A little dry throat. I'm talking too much and drinking a little bit too much coffee at the same time. Do we have any questions? That's pretty much the meat and potatoes on everything today. And I appreciate y'all working with me as I was having some computer difficulties on that. Thank y'all for holding out with me. Do we have any questions or any things you want to bounce off of me before we finish up for today? I want to make sure I'm taking care of all your answers and all of that before I'm finishing up for today. Oh, we got 5 new messages here. Got thanks everywhere. All right, y'all. Well, I'll assume we're good to go. We're past 11 o'clock anyway, so I want to respect your time in case you have other classes or things going on here soon. So I will go ahead and finish up now. I'm going to trim up the video to put it on YouTube later so we don't have all that fun stuff in the beginning, and I'll post it on the Facebook group today once that's uploaded. Should be here in just a couple of hours. But as always, you can feel free to reach out to me. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to take care of you. All right. Y'all have a great one. Let me know if you need any help with anything, as always, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Keep out for next week, by the way. We're going to be doing a panel from an agent level. It's going to be Jake, Mariana, Kristen, a couple others. I'm going to have 5 people total agent-wise, and we're going to do a panel of where they're having successes in command and what they're doing so that y'all can hear. I know it's nice hearing from me, the new guy, the tech guy, but I know you also want to hear from agents and how your peers are succeeding. So we're going to be doing a 5-person panel at same time, 10 p.m. on Tuesday before the ALC meeting at noon. Okay, so should be about an hour like all the other classes, but that'll be an interactive, more fun than me kind of talking at you, so to speak, and walking you through it. So anyway, keep an eye out for that, and we'll see y'all then. Have a great one. All right, y'all.